Hi, folks. Welcome to the topic. What's the topic?
The topic is Close Encounters of the Third Kind, the movie.
Yes.
Because my dad thinks that there's a coincidence between the movie and what's happening.
No, it's just my personal experience.
Thinking and your personal experience is the same thing.
The hardest thing to fight all this stuff, it's hard to resist making it into a religion.
You think you're making it into a religion right now?
No, but thoughts have come into my mind where I would go, we're ruining the planet, and it'd be nice if there were aliens to save us.
Yes, yeah.
But there could be aliens that are mining our resources, whatever.
So instead of having God to save us, you want the aliens to save us.
There are people out there that believe that it's a religion. They believe it blindly. There's some compelling stuff that I've seen and go, wow, that looks pretty amazing. And then it turns out somebody's disproved it. It's happened to me many times where I've just said, I don't believe any of it until
there's many more credible sources.
Wait, sorry. I just got to go back to this.
Close Encounters. That's what this episode is about. And how long?
We're only like 8 minutes in, bro.
Are you really?
Just chill out, man.
What's the topic?
You said that you don't want this alien stuff to turn into it sounding like it's your religion.
The hostility and anger that is pointed to the non-believers and the believers is pretty bad. Okay. And the debunkers that don't believe it, I believe, are kind of getting paid off to do that.
Interesting, you do? You think they're getting paid off?
I've got Gary Nolan, the guy from Stanford, who's a badass, one of the top brains in the world, talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He just said in this podcast, looked in the camera and said, Neil, you know better. Knock it off. You're practicing bad science.
So you think Neil deGrasse Tyson is being paid to debunk?
Or blackmailed, because he's not even looking at evidence.
He's just saying no.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so the movie.
So it was 1977.
Yeah.
Jaws had just come out.
Okay.
Big smash hit. So Spielberg was hot. He was on the cover of Time and everything. So it comes out with Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah.
I was 23.
Where were you living?
I was going back and forth between South Florida and New York.
Oh, interesting. Drumming.
Yeah. So I watched the movie and I'm going, wow, I was spiritually moved.
Okay.
I was crying.
You were crying?
Yeah, I was crying.
Was anyone around to see?
It was in the movie. We had movie theaters back then.
I know. But the person you were with, were they were they crying too?
No, tearing up,
Okay, you weren't
No. So anyway, there are aspects of that movie that at the time nobody knew anything, but Jacques Vallee did.
And who's Jacques Vallee?
Jacques Vallee
is who the French dude in the movie was based on.
The actor is French, but Jacques Vallee was behind the scenes giving Spielberg information about how to do this. Right?
And who was Jacques Vallee in the world? What was his job?
He's a physicist.
Okay.
One of the greatest minds on the planet, and he's totally been studying this for 50 years.
Okay.
Okay. When Diana Pasulka went to his apartment in San Francisco, he had first source material.
Okay.
It means that he had books written by the actual people who wrote these things down in the 1500s. I mean, this guy's a badass.
Okay.
Apparently, Spielberg needed a way to tie in certain things or how to do it. Well, Jacques Vallee was giving him, this is what we know so far. They come in threes, they come in balls, they work in, vibration, which is music. To make a long story short, when I watched the movie in 77, it impacted me heavily. And I brought some friends along and they were blown away too. 50 years later, the footage from Close Encounters matches the movement of these aircraft now.
Like what? Do you have an example?
When Dreyfus is in his truck.
Okay.
And the truck
shuts
down. And everybody thought that's impossible, but it's possible. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens. The sunburn on his face.
Yes.
That happens. The way they move. Who came up with the term Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
The title is derived from UFOologist J. Allen Hynek's classification of close encounters with extraterrestrials, in which the third kind denotes human observations of extraterrestrial beings. What does that mean? I do not know. That was bloop, bloop, bloop.
What's the first encounter?
What's the first encounter?
Yeah, there are 3.
Oh.
I'll just wrap while you research, okay? Alan J. Hynek was part of Blue Book, the government's investigation of the UFO thing after World War II and into the 50s. And there was a major sighting in Michigan. And when J. Allen Hynek went up there to investigate the sighting, he was doing it under the governmental Blue Book program, and he had to debunk it, right? So when he debunked it, he said it could be swamp gas. People freaked out, and so did Gerald Ford, who was a congressman, and he went ballistic on Capitol Hill. And what's really cool is for J. Allen Hynek, one of the last scenes were in Close Encounters where the aliens are down and not recognition that everybody would know, but
That's cool.
I think it's cool. And
Yeah.
redemption, when people that beat Goliath, David and Goliath, I get emotional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we couldn't tell because either it's like beads of sweat
That's
or it's
true, yeah.
tears. So
Yeah. But
next time you can just...
if you see
say-
beads of sweat
Yeah.
and I'm choking, I can't talk, that's
emotion.
tears.
You're having a stroke or a heart attack.
That could happen at any time.
Okay, so this is a very good movie. I'd never seen it. I really liked it.
Watching it now, it just seems like old.
It's fine, but the kid going missing is creepy. But then the mom, so this kid goes missing with the UFO, and then the mom is looking for her kid, and she is so manic, which is fine. She's looking for her kid, but then she hooks up with what's his face, Dreyfus, and I'm like, wait, Dreyfus's wife is just like, hey, can you pay attention to me? Like, there's a lot going on here. Can you pay attention?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, aliens.
Right.
And then he finds this woman who's looking for his son, and he's like, hey, baby, let's make out. That part threw me off a little
They
bit.
didn't make out in the movie.
They did.
That was the director's cut.
Oh, well, they made out. I was like, oh, so now he's going to cheat on her?
You know what?
Because his wife is at home taking care of the kids while he's over there.
I was bored with the director's cut. It was so slow.
Oh,
But
okay.
Close Encounters, the way they communicated was using music, and music is math-based, right? Frequencies. I think the interval was 1, I think it's 1, 5, 6, 1. I don't know what the intervals were, but they're like a perfect fifth from the root of a chord, a musical chord, is perfect vibration. You cannot tell if the chord is minor or if it's a blues chord with just playing the root and the fifth. You got to play the third. If it's a major third, you go down a half step, it becomes a major minor. And these are all frequencies. And Pythagoras created all this shit, the mathematician, right?
Yeah.
He created all that math.
Okay, but
So basically, Close Encounters using music to communicate with UFOs is a thing. Have you ever seen when they take sand and put it on a metal plate and they vibrate the plate at a certain frequency? It makes completely perfect forms and they raise
Really?
it up. You didn't know that?
no.
You gotta see this shit, man. YouTube it.
What's it called?
What is that?
Amazing Resonance Experience.
Oh, that's just,
No, just give me a sec.
no.
Just chill out.
What does it say?
Vibrate the metal by using a tone generator. As the pitch of the tone increases, geometric patterns will form and become more complex. 345 hertz. No way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You didn't ever. That's what.
I've never seen
That's how
that.
crop circles I made. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
1033 hertz. But this isn't even a metal plate.
What? How? It,
Yeah, fine. Whoa. That's cool. You think that's alien-y?
well, frequency. Tesla said, not Elon Musk's Tesla. Tesla, that is the reason why we have electricity. He said there were 3 components to the secrets of the universe: vibration, can't think of it off the top of my head, but
Okay.
it's pretty interesting stuff. Isn't that pretty cool?
That was really cool. But the one other thing from this movie is the Phoenix Lights that happened later on. But they portrayed that before it happened. Wasn't?
In Close Encounters?
Yeah, didn't you say that when they were having like the UFO ships come in? And
No,
it
no,
was-
the Phoenix Lights was just one big, huge vehicle.
But when we were watching the movie, you were like, "Oh, this is similar to the Phoenix Lights."
No. There was, in the 60s, early 60s, there was some deathbed confession saying that Close Encounters, it happened at Wright Field, some Air Force base in Ohio where they have the aliens. They actually came in and did it. They saw an alien land on the base.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, and then the movie happened
Okay.
15 years later.
Oh, okay.
And,
Okay, Phoenix Lights, real quick before we sign off.
Yeah.
Just we reference it a lot. Can you just tell us what it is really quick?
It happened, I think, in 96. In the
Yes.
90s, over Phoenix, Arizona. Thousands of people saw this V-shaped craft that was like a mile wide. People said when it passed over, it covered the whole sky.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now
And
this
it
is-
had lights under it.
yes, that when you showed me that, I was like, oh, this is insane. Like
Yeah.
that's really cool. There's photos. We've put them up.
Yeah.
But then my best friend's husband,
Yeah.
Ned, was in a plane flying into Phoenix.
That was Kurt Russell.
No, but it was my friend too. I'm
You know
telling
Kurt
you.
Russell?
Yeah, I know, but I don't know Kurt Russell personally.
Oh, I thought my friend Kurt Russell.
No. You would know if I knew Kurt Russell.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my God, my friend Kurt Russell.
But Kurt Russell was flying.
I know, but this is more
They
legitimate.
didn't know that.
That's true. They didn't know that, but I think saying my friend is more legitimate.
You know what Aristotle said when Plato said they're I know
Can I just tell you what Ned said?
Yeah, go ahead.
They don't give a flying effie about Aristotle right now. They're
Okay.
on the edge of their seats being like,
Oh, yeah,
tell
right.
us what happened to your friend. And you're like, Aristotle said, I actually can't remember what he said, but he said some pretty cool stuff.
That reminds me of Bill Burr right there. Some part of Bill Burr's
Oh my God.
uh,
Okay. Ned was flying into Arizona, into Phoenix, and his flight circled for 3 hours because of the Phoenix Lights.
wow.
Thank you.
That is huge.
Yes, he was trying to land and he couldn't. And it was because of that. And they didn't tell them at the time, especially because at the time, like, you don't have TVs, like sometimes you can see the news, some planes, but not even, they weren't telling them what was happening. And then they land, and then he saw on the news what had happened. So that's so much proof that someone's flight was airborne.
Yeah, and check it out. The governor, did you see the footage of the governor
No.
on the press conference?
No.
He brought out one of his staff members in an alien suit.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you told me this.
And what I believe is he was told to do that.
Wow.
Because later in The Phenomenon, the movie by
Yeah.
James Fox,
Yeah.
he says in that movie, I knew it was real and I knew it was big.
Oh, he does? The
Oh,
governor?
absolutely.
That's crazy. That's cool.
But
That's cool. Look that up.
as a governor, he had to go out in this press conference and catch a lot of shit from his constituents. Man.
Damn.
But you know what? I don't want to tell people to watch and like and subscribe and all that stuff because they say it helps the algorithm. The algorithm is changing all the time. Nobody knows how the algorithm works. But just in case they say that, but we're not going to do that. So
We're not going to do that.
No. Later.
We're done? That's all you're going to say? You aren't going to turn around and tell them to like and subscribe?
I did it as a subliminal suggestion. They don't know I did it.
I see.
That's what they do in commercials.
I see. Very manipulative. I like it.
What's the topic?